Black Hawk What Ifs here, and welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be doing what if Asta befriended his demon way earlier. So we start off. Okay, so we're gonna start off at the part where Asta's fighting the guy for Yuno's pendant, just because there's not much point to the parts where he's seen at the church as a little kid, because literally nothing happens there. So yep. Asta is fighting the guy. He gets Yuno's pendant back. He gives Yuno his pendant. That's that. There. Time skip to the time to get their grimoires. The anti-magic demon is really intrigued by a kid with no magic, because he thinks that's very compatible with his anti-magic. So he takes his grimoire and gives it to the boy while everyone's still in there. He looks at Yuno and says, or also looks at Yuno and says, "I will become the Wizard King." And Yuno looks back at him and says, "I got a 4-leaf grimoire. You don't stand a chance with that rusty thing." I was like, and Asta's like, "Oh, but I do." And then Yuno and him are walking out, and Yuno gets attacked by the chain mage. Asta opens up his grimoire and says, time to see what this thing can do." And he pulls out the sword and starts swinging at the chains, and he breaks the chains. Then the chain mage ties up Asta, saying, "Wait a second, how did you get that sword? You have no mana." And Asta just says, "Because I will be the Wizard King. Nothing more to it." And he takes the sword, puts it in his mouth by throwing it up, because he can't really use his hand right now because they're tied. So, and he's barely able to throw it up. So, and he uses his mouth to uses his mouth to cut the chains. And he throws the sword at I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was watching Phineas and Ferb, and it's still on. But he throws the sword at the chain mage, and it hits the flat end. Hits flat and knocks him down and leaves him down. They wait for someone to get there to take him away, and once they do, Asta and Yuno look at each other and bump fists and say, "One of us will be the Wizard King, no matter what." Okay, and crap, what? What the? But, and now it's time for the Magic Knight entrance exam. And Asta feels like he can conjure something into his hand. He's not sure what it is, but he does it anyways. And he sees a black orb, so he shoots it at the wall thing, because they did that test where see if they could. And it turns out he can use his anti-magic to fly on a broom now. And he also grows a tree that has black leaves when they do that test. So the anti-magic demon is taking somewhat of a liking to Asta. Not as a vessel or anything, but as a he's someone who could has a dream and a goal that he admires, and if Asta ever needs help, he's gonna help him. And so it's now time for the fighting exam. Some noble decides to challenge Asta. Haha was going to challenge him, but he thought he would probably be way too strong, seeing as he grew a tree with black leaves on it. And that's not normal. Yeah, that's probably not normal at all. I'm just going to go off a limb and say that's really probably not normal. But Asta is going to but he fights some noble. He uses some kind of time magic. He's not sure what it is, but it's like it stops time itself. And if you can guess whose magic this is, which I think you probably can, I'm not really going to be surprised. Yeah. But they're fighting, and Asta's sitting there cutting the little time bolts, and he dashes forwards with everything he's got and just slaps the mage into the wall. Yeah. He slaps him into the wall. And then everyone's sitting there in awe, realizing who that was after seeing their magic, and they're like, he just took out the Wizard King. Because that's who that is. You can be the horse. And a lot of Magic Knight squads are going to raise their hand for Asta. He's going to go with the Black Bulls because he sees their captain has a sword, and he just thinks he could learn a little something from him. So he does. He goes with the Black Bulls. And Yuno's looking at him like, so you had to pick the lowest of the lows, really? And he looks at Yuno and says, of course I did. I mean, what more do you want from me? And they'll go their separate ways. Now we're back at the Black Bulls hideout. Now we're back at the Black Bulls hideouts. I really thought I said that. And, well, he's going to see that everyone's fighting, and he's going to see a fireball go towards his captain, so he jumps out, pulls out his sword, and cuts the fireball in half. And it's going to disappear. And he's going to yell at everyone to stop being so reckless they could have hurt Captain. And everyone's going to realize, oh crap, who is this kid? And they're going to realize, they're going to ask, is he the new recruit to the captain? And Captain Yami's going to say, yeah, this is Asta. He's your new recruit. And Magnum is going to, Magna? Is it Magna? Yeah, it's Magna. Magna's going to say, is it time for the baptism then? And Captain Yami's going to say, yeah, look, you help him out too. And Magna's going to be like, I don't need Luck's help. And Yami's going to look at him and say, you're going to need it. Trust me. This kid's stronger than he looks. And they're going to get ready for the baptism. And they're going to start off with just a few bolts and a few fireballs. He's going to cut all of them in half. Then they're going to say, alright, time for our big one. And they're going to throw one of their strongest spells. Not like their strongest spells, but they're going to throw a pretty strong spell. And he realizes if he cuts them, he'll still take the full force of the attack. So it was almost like a natural instinct. He took the flat end and slammed it and shot him back at them. And it hits them, or so he thought, but they dispelled it in time. And Magna runs out like, that was insane. How'd you do that, kid? And Asta's just going to look at him and be like, I just did, I guess? I don't know. Dude, I just had a voice crack right there. This is where I'm going to leave it off. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Comment what you want to see me do next. Like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and Black Hawk out.